In this video, I will be showing you how to jailbreak iOS 4.2.1 and iOS 4.2 will work as well. It is compatible with the iPhone 3G, the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 4, the iPod Touch 2nd Gen, the iPod Touch 3rd Gen, the iPod Touch 4th Gen, and the iPad. There's a few things that you want to make sure that you do before jailbreaking. First things first, you always want to back up your iPhone or your iDevice through iTunes. The second is you want to make sure if you're already jailbroken and you have Cydia, to open Cydia up and make sure that you save your SH blobs by tapping on Make My Life Easier. Now this only applies if you have the iPhone 4, the iPad, or the newer iPhone 3GS with the newer boot ROM. Now, this is now keep in mind this is a tethered jailbreak, and a tethered jailbreak means that each time that your device loses battery power or needs to reboot, you must attach it to a PC or Mac to boot into a jailbroken state. Now, the best news of all is if you're an owner of an iPhone 3G or an older iPhone 3GS or a non-MC iPod Touch 2nd Gen, then you could reap the benefits of an untethered 4.2.1 jailbreak with this Red Snow jailbreak. Alright, in order to make this jailbreak successful, there are a few items that you will need. First on the list is iTunes 10.1. If you haven't updated to iTunes 10.1, you could go to apple.com/iTunes. Now that you have iTunes 10.1 or newer installed, you're able to update your iDevice to firmware iOS 4.2.1. You will need iTunes 10.1, it's mandatory, in order to update to iOS 4.2.1. A few things that you may want to do first before doing the update. If you currently have a jailbroken device, you want to back up your SH blobs through Cydia or a tiny umbrella. You can open up Cydia, and on the home page there will be a tab, if you haven't already done so, that says Make My Life Easier. Just click on that tab and it will back up your SH blobs. It's very important that you do this, especially if you have a newer iDevice like an iPhone 4, an iPad. Also, if you currently have iOS 4.2, this jailbreak will work for those devices as well. Now that you have the proper firmware installed on your iDevice and you've updated to either iOS 4.2 or 4.2.1, keep iTunes running. You need to have iTunes open and running in order to perform this jailbreak. So I'm just going to minimize iTunes here. A few more items that you will need. What you're doing, don't perform this jailbreak just yet. Watch the rest of the video. If you're comfortable with the jailbreak and you like what you hear, then perform the jailbreak. Before we get started with the jailbreak, Windows 7 users, you will have to use Red Snow in XP compatibility mode. That's for Windows 7 users. Alright. Make sure that you have iTunes running and open, as you can see here. Make sure that you have your iDevice connected to your computer. And when you have both of those checked off, go ahead and click on Red Snow. Now when we open up Red Snow, it's automatically going to close iTunes for us, as you can see there. Alright, now we're going to click on Browse, and we're going to browse for that firmware that we downloaded earlier in that folder that you saved it in. And it recognized it, successful identified. Once the IPSW file is identified, click Next. And allow the kernel to be patched, and then we're going to click Next. Okay, now you're going to see options here. If you have an iPhone 4, iPhone 3GS with the new boot ROM, an iPad, you're going to have these four options here. Some of the other devices are going to have additional options that will allow you to have like background wallpaper and multitask. What I highly recommend is do not click on multitask, because it's going to slow down your device and it has a lot of bugs. Alright, so do not click on that. I would just go ahead and click on install Cydia for now and click on next. Alright, now it wants you to turn off your iDevice, so that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get our iPhone and we're going to hold down the power button for 3 seconds and we're going to slide the power off. Alright, now that your iDevice is completely turned off, you're going to click on next and you're going to follow the on-screen prompts. Hold the power button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Hold the home and power button for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let go of the power button. Continue to hold the home button. Until you start seeing this on the screen. And as you can see here, it's uploading the RAM disk on the iPhone. And you're going to see the command lines flashing on your iPhone screen, or your iPad screen, or even your iPod touch screen. Installing the bundles, and it's rebooting your device. Alright, and we're going to slide to unlock. Now you won't see Cydia immediately, it's going to be on the second page. Now before we go any further, you'll notice it won't open and it's a white icon, and I'm going to explain why. This is an iPhone 4. And with the Red Snow jailbreak, it's considered tethered jailbreak. Now, the notion of tethered jailbreak is pretty new to many people, so here's a quick rundown on what to expect. If you're on an iPod or iPhone 3G, old boot ROM iPhone 3GS, or a non-MC iPod Touch 2nd Gen, life is easy. Red Snow installed, and you'll have an untethered jailbreak. So nothing that I'm about to tell you will apply to you. So if you have these devices, disregard the message that I'm about to say. For those that don't have these three devices, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Tethered does not mean that you cannot boot at all without a PC or Mac assistance. If you have not installed any tweaks that hook into important programs like Springboard or Comm Center, your device will actually boot. However, jailbreak programs like Cydia, as you can see, will not open, and Cydia will still have a white icon. Also, certain built-in apps that had to be moved by Cydia will fail, such as Safari. As you can see here, it'll just crash every time you open it. If you installed mobile substrate tweaks that hook into the Springboard or other important programs, your boot will actually fail. You'll get stuck at the Apple logo. So you need to use Red Snow, and you need to use Just Boot Tethered right now. And I'm about to show you how you do that. We're going to put the device down, make sure that you're still connected. Okay, now that we have iTunes open, make sure that iTunes recognizes your device. We're waiting for iTunes. There it is. The device is recognized. And just go ahead and you can move iTunes to the side here. And we're going to have to proceed with the same steps that we did. The only difference here now is about to show you is you don't need to do the jailbreak. Okay, once you get this message here, go ahead and click next. And by doing this, okay, you want to uncheck install Cydia, and what you want to do is check just boot tethered now. That's the only thing that you want. Now click next. Now you need to turn off your device. So we're going to turn off the device. Slide the power down. Make sure that it's completely turned off. Alright, so now our iDevice is turned off. Just like with the jailbreak, we're going to continue with the same process of putting our iDevice in DFU mode by holding the power button for 3 seconds, holding the home and power for 10 seconds, and then holding the home button while releasing the power button for the additional seconds. So go ahead and click on next and follow the on-screen command prompts. Hold the power button, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the power button. Continue to hold the home button. And as you can see here, it's rebooting our device, waiting for a reboot. And now you see the pineapple instead of the apple. Now you're booting up in the jailbroken state. And if the tethered jailbreak applies to you, then you're going to need to use this method anytime that your battery dies or you have to reboot your device. You're going to have to use this method. Otherwise, Cydia will not work, Safari will not work. And let's check Safari. Yep, Safari works now. Cydia's icon, and Cydia works. If you liked my video and you felt like I did a thorough job, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And if you need, now that you have a jailbroken device and you have Cydia, you probably need some good content for your iDevice as far as like Cydia repo sources. So you can come to our website here, iFortnerForum.com, and as you can see here, we have over 145,000 members. You can check out some of our applications, like the Big U application and the Media Hub application. And what you want to do is you want to register. It's free to register an account. And when you log in, go into the forum, and we have many topics that you could look into. You could even go to the Cydia and go to the first one. And we have a complete Cydia repo list. So if you click on that link right there, this will give you all the Cydia sources that you'll ever need to get all those applications, custom themes, and everything. So come to iFortnerForum.com and get all these sources. And you'll enter these sources in the Cydia, and it'll open up a whole new world for you. Stay tuned to my next video. I appreciate you watching.